Let's start. So our first training today is understanding and navigating your personal computer. So as I said, we assume you do not know. So we want to, teach you things you will be needing to successfully, navigate through this path, this internship period. Understanding and navigating your personal computer is one of those things that, trust me, you will do every day. Because you're going to be using your computer is your machine. It is your tool. You're going to be using them every now and then. So it's important we just give you basics of things you think you know. But trust me, by the time we're done, you will notice that, oh, right, oh, it looks like I thought I knew, but not now I know that I can actually know better. So your computer is your machine. It is your tool. And it is what you'll be using every now and then throughout this section. And it's important that you pay attention to everything we are going to do. And we are going to touch important part of this. It's going to take less than an hour. And if you have any question, please type it in the chat so that I can handle it while I'm explaining the concept. So, on this topic, I'll be explaining the table of contents. We're going to be explaining are the basics of your personal computer, operating system, system navigations, and file management, navigation and file management, hands-on. So, the internet browser and email communication, and then basic computer maintenance. So let's move on. Understanding your hardware and software. As you know, the computer comprises of two parts, the hardware and the software. The part you touch every now and then, it's the hardware. And what are they? They are your desktop, your laptop, your monitor, CPU, the mouse, keyboard, and even the motherboard, the ones that are usually hidden inside the computer, the motherboard and the processor, as you can see here. These things, any part of the computer you can touch, is the physical component of the computer. It is called the hardware. And now we also have the part that makes this hardware worth using, the part that drives the hardware, that makes the hardware fun. And this is called the software. Hardware is irrelevant without the software. So the software, like the application we are using now, PowerPoint, the Zoom, Microsoft Office, your browsers, every application you're using in your computer, on your laptop, on your desktop is the software. And these things are things that that add value to your hardware. For those of us who will be doing data analysis, our Power BI, those who will be doing the software tester, those your frameworks, everything you created on your computer that even comes with the computer are the software. And now let's talk about software. When you talk about software, you talk about operating system. So every computer comes with an operating system. And this operating system is a system software that manages your computer hardware. So when you have a computer, so it needs to come in with a background, a kind of framework upon which every other application you're using, or you're building will work on. Without this background, without this base, there is actually nothing that will work. So you cannot, essentially, you cannot install Zoom on an empty system. The Zoom, you need to install it on an operating system. You cannot install any form of software on an empty system. It's not going to work. It needs an operating system. So look at it from this perspective. Imagine every system, every software that is built out there coming on with their own operating system, which was what was happening years before now, before we have these three major operating systems. Before then, what we have is every application that comes in will usually come with their operating system. And that makes this application to be so large and make computers to be very expensive for anyone to be able to afford. But when Microsoft came in 1985 and came up with Windows, their flagship, and and other operating system come up with theirs, what we now have is a system or a platform that other application can build upon. So what really happens here is, instead of you coming with Microsoft, let's say you are building you're building a software A, instead of bringing it, let's say you're bringing, let me say, a chat application. So instead of building the operating system upon which the chat application will work on, and also the chat application, all you need to do is to build the chat application, concentrate in building your chat application, because there are already existing operating systems. Or at this point, depending on the platform you want it to be used more. Do you want it to be used on Mac OS? Do you want it to be used on Linux? Do you want it to be used on Windows? If you want it to be used on all these three platforms, you have to build for them. If you want it to only be used for Windows, you only build for Windows. So most Microsoft applications are built only for Windows. They're not built for other applications, as we are going to see when we start installing some softwares that we'll be using during this training. So what really happens here is that because of the advent of this operating system, to build application becomes easier. It becomes easier and becomes lighter. Why? Because there is a framework upon which you need to start building it. And this framework are called the operating system. And the operating system names are the Linux, the Mac OS, the Windows. Linux is open source. Mac is not open source. So every Apple product, I don't see any Apple product that is actually open source. So kind of Windows is not that open source. Well, I would say it's open source for companies that build systems. So just like we have we have Android operating system too, which is usually for Android laptops and the phones. So these things make the building of application easy for us. And most of what we'll be using here, I don't know any of us, but I know that most of us will be using mostly Windows and then Mac OS. Most of the application we're going to be installing will be on this application. So remember, your operating system, it's the framework upon which every other thing you want to build or install or use will work on. So take note of that. And without this operating system, your computer cannot actually be powered. Your computer cannot load to desktop. Like I am using Windows. Whenever I power it, it needs to load to desktop. And it is because I already have an operating system, which is Windows 11. It powers to the desktop. And if you're using Mac OS, it also powers to the desktop of your laptop. And that's how it works. So the next thing is, let's talk about navigation. Navigation refers to the art of opening, moving through computer menus, like the start button, like the start menu in Windows, opening software programs, or even viewing files. Your art of opening anything you want to open in your system is called navigation. When you hear that I navigated, it means you went through a particular path. You opened your file, you navigated to a particular folder, and we're going to practice this thing in real time so that when it's time for us to say, all right, so navigate to so folder, you will know what these terminologies are all about. So we have the desktop. Most times, whenever you build your desktop, whenever you power your system, it boots to desktop. So when it boots to desktop, what really happens? If your system has so many things on your desktop, your system will take time to boot to your desktop. But if your desktop is kind of free with only a few applications with shortcuts, it becomes easier for it to boot to desktop. Please take note of that. Then we have things like taskbar, we have start menu, and we have icons. And I'm going to expose all these things to you. So now on hands-on, these are some of the things we are going to work on. Going to explain to you like the file folder location, files and folder location, copy, paste, cut. I'm going to explain all this stuff to you. So let's go. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so I'm going to stop this my PowerPoint sharing and then move. So this is my desktop, guys. Whenever I power my system, it boots to this point. And this is my desktop. One, whenever you power your system, please make sure that you free your system of so many folders. In fact, as a matter of fact, I will advise only things that are only files that are absolutely necessary should be kept on the desktop. If it is absolutely necessary that you keep them there, you do keep them there. Secondly, for security reasons, it's not also good, advisable to keep important documents on your desktop because your desktop is your first point of call when anyone powers your computer. So it's important to go and keep it in a place where it will be difficult for people to access. So what I will advise is have just shortcuts to the softwares you're using. When let only the shortcut be, be seen on your desktop. When it's only the shortcut, whenever you power your system, it boots so quickly. So I have this few information, which whenever I want anything, I quickly click on them. Most of the handy tools I need are all in this place. You can see here, this is my CV. This is Softbyt brand. If you notice on my presentation, you notice Softbyt at the bottom right. That's because that is the sister company. So whenever I need any of this, I quickly go there, click on it, pick it there. That's because this is just like a go-to place whenever I need something. I could actually move them to my desktop, but because I need to use them first, I keep them here. But you can actually go out of control when you try to make a lot of things handy. You keep creating folder upon folder. Before you know, you have like 10 folders here. And the more you create this folder, it becomes more difficult for you to access for your system to boot to desktop. So I will encourage you, have like 1 or 2 folders up on your desktop, and then the other ones will be your shortcut. And how do I know it's shortcut? So notice that whenever you see this arrow here on any application, know that it means the shortcut. So you double click on it for it to open. You can see this good here. You can see this means shortcuts. These are shortcuts. Can you see them? Those things mean shortcut. If I need to open any shortcut, all I need to do is to double click. All I need to do is to double click. So I want to open, let's say I want to open Power BI. If I click once, it doesn't open. I will need to double click, and you double click on the left side of your mouse if you're using mouse. You double click like this, and it will start opening. And it will take a little time, a few seconds for it to open. And that's it. Whenever you have any file or file folder shortcut, you need to double click for them to open. On the desktop, you need to double click for them to open. What single click will not open them. So let's say if I click on this once, it does not open on this my CV template. It does not, but when I click on it, double click, it easily opens. It easily opens. So, and this is Power BI. I need to close it. So this is a heavy file. It's taking time to load. And sorry. All right, so I can close it now. Good. So this is it. Even if it is an ordinary file like this, I need to double click on it to open. Take note, any file you see on this your desktop, you need to double click on it to open. All right, so this is it about desktop. Let us go to our task bar. This is your task bar. Let me, okay. All right, so this is your task bar. Take note of this. This is your task bar, guys. This is your task bar. I'm sure you can all see it. Remember, if you have any question, you type it. This is your task bar. Now, your task bar has some of the most frequently used application. So when you look at here, you will see some of the applications that are open. One that are open has a kind of dark stuff, dark eye display by under it. The ones that are not open do not have anything under it. Now, unlike the address bar, unlike the desktop application that are on desktop, if you have anyone on your taskbar, you only need to click once. Just click once and it will open. Just once. But this same application, which is this edge, if I click once on it on desktop, it does not open. It needs me to click twice. But when it is on your taskbar, you click only once. Again, I would say if you have it here, just most of your application should be a desktop shortcut on your desktop. Don't have so many things on your taskbar, please. Just have a very few of them. Otherwise, it will make your work to be your system to be very heavy, and it will exert so much pressure on your RAM. You don't want your RAM, which is a temporary storage system, to be overloaded. All right, so let us go. By the right side of your, let me pick another color. By the right side of your taskbar, you will see this. This is on everybody's system. So here is a date. This place is the battery. You know whether your battery is charging. This is the volume. When it is cancelled, you will know that it's not working. So for instance, let me put it this way. If I come like this and click here, mute it here, then you notice that it's not working. And this will affect the sign. So when I unclick it, when I click again, it comes up. So that's how you get to know whether it's working. It doesn't need to cancel out. It needs to be showing as if you are saying something. And the next one is your internet. So if your internet is connected, you will easily know. All you need to do is click here, come here, and the side that is showing blue, you will notice that it is connected. To show you the name of the internet you're connected to. If it does not work, you click on it, click here to a kind of refresh it. And this is how you know that your internet is connected. You will see Zoom and connected, securely connected, of course. So that is that one. The next one is for showing where you are. I am in the United Kingdom, just show you my location. Now, this is a microphone. You need to take note of this. If I mute this, so clicking this, it opens up a system where I can control my microphone access. If I click here, it means I am, I am, my microphone will stop working, essentially. So I'm not clicking on it. And this place shows my OneDrive because I'm using OneDrive personal. Now, whenever you install anything, you will see, and it is running, you will see it here on this, see it here. So you can see that I have one Power Automate running. I have Skype. I'm signing, it is active. So these things are things that are active on my system. You can see them. I have Slack, I have Zoom, which is actively running. Then I have my Windows security. We're going to come back to this. And then my Upwork time tracker, because I used to use Upwork. I still use it whenever I get any gig there for my time tracker. We're going to explain this in the course of how to use it in the course of training. So this is it about this place. And then I've already explained here. Now, whenever you need to search for any application you have installed, you need to come here, take note of this place. You need to come here on this your window. You need to come here, click here. So you click here and you search. So when you click on it, you don't need to come and click here. No need. You don't need to do that. Merely you click here, you can start searching. Let's say I want to search for this application we use for SQL. I will search SSMS. So merely I start typing, it picks it up and then it shows me. Whenever it shows me, I will prefer and I will recommend you click here instead of at the side. This and this are the same. The one by the side and this are the same. But always go for this because that's more of a exact match of what you're looking for. If it does not show you the exact match of what you're looking for, then you did not give this right search parameter. So when I click here, SSMS will open. And that's how to use this window icon. Just click on it and then you start typing. But when you click on it, before you even start typing, you will notice that some things are already pinned here for your easy usage. So assuming you don't have all these things here in your taskbar, when you click on this window, you can actually come here and pick anyone, and you only need to click them once. If I need PowerPoint, I just click it once and PowerPoint will open, just like I would click on the taskbar. So PowerPoint would open. Anything I need there, it will open. Let's say I also want to put something here. So let's say I want to put, let me see what is not there. Okay, so I want to put my PowerPoint. I want to pin it here to the start menu, my Upwork. So I'll right click on Upwork here. So right click, I want to pin it, pin to start. Can you see this? When I click on pin to start, you will notice that whenever I click on this window, you will see it here. Can you see? It's showing here. And that's how easy it is for you to access some of the things you need to access. So easy, so easy. And of course, it's going to show you some form of recommendation here in case those are some of the ones you need, especially the ones you recently worked on. And if you want to restart your system, you come here, power, you can sleep, shut down, or restart your system. Now, I would not recommend that you sleep your system, except if you need to come back a few hours to continue working on what you're doing. Occasionally, you must restart your laptop. I repeat, occasionally you must, no, I don't think the occasionally is the word. Frequently, you must restart your laptop or shut down your computer. You must frequently shut down your computer. So let's say you're working on a code And if you shut it down, you're going to feel like you're going to start all over. You can sleep it for a few hours, come back, work. When you reach a particular milestone, please shut down your computer. Please shut down your computer. Please shut down your computer. I know why I'm saying this, because we are going to still see a lot of persons who will not shut down their computer. So please shut down your computer. Give it some rest so that it will serve you. Take care of this system so that the system will take care of you. Take care of your system so that your system will take care of you. Otherwise, if you have enough money to buy a new system, then do not take care of your system. That's what I will advise on this. All right. So this is it about desktop, start menu, and the taskbar. That is it about, this is some of the things about it. Now, when you are using your system, you notice your system is lagging. It's kind of lagging. This is because when you come, let's come here. Okay, so this place is called Window File Explorer. Whenever we say open your File Explorer, you come here. This thing that looks like folder, you click on it. It gives you access to different part of your computer. So I want to go to download. I'll click there, come here, download. I'll come to download desktop. So I'll come to document. I can come to desktop and come to download. Now, I want to show you something here. When I come to this computer, notice my computer is 222. So my computer is so half of 500 gigabytes. That's what my computer is. Now, I have just 35 gigabyte space left. I am always conscious of this. However, what will make my computer to lag is not this space. This is not what will make my computer lag. This is the hard disk. What I'm using is SSD, which is solid state drive. This is not what will make my computer to lag. What will make my computer to lag is when I keep opening. So when these things are opening, when files are opened, when that moment, that state of file being opened, every file being opened, the state where it is when it is open, it is not saved here. When files are opened on your computer, they are not saved in your disks. They are saved in a temporary memory. Imagine when you keep opening so multiple files and they are saved in temporary memory, and temporary memory are usually small. When they get filled up, what happens? Your system will start lagging. When a lot of things working on your background, your system will start lagging. So to know what's really controlling whether your system will lag or not, let's right click on this, my PC, and then go to property. Right click, go to property. So you will see what my computer is made of. My computer is an AMD Ryzen 5, which is like Core i5 in Intel processor. I'm not using Intel processor. I am using AMD processor. So it's AMD Ryzen 5, and I also have Radeon graphics. My system is a graphics system, but NVIDIA graphics is the best, or is better anyway. Now notice installed RAM. I have 8 gigabyte RAM. 8 gigabyte RAM. What I'm using out of the 8 gigabyte, I'm only able to use 5.8, like 6 gigabytes. Now, this is where all my opened or running application is stored. Everything that is open or running, this is where it is stored on my RAM. And you can see how small it is. But this is enough for you to control how many files you keep open at a time. If yours is full, please don't fall into temptation of keeping too many things open. If yours is just 4 gig RAM total, just keep only one file open at a time. Maximum of 2. Don't tempt your computer, please, because it's going to eat up that. So let me show you. Power BI alone is about 2 gigabytes. If I open my Power BI alone, it means minus 2 gigabytes from what you're seeing here. So what I will have left here is about 4 GB. And if I open SSMS, that's close to 1 GB. So about 3 GB is taken. So I'm not going to open any other thing apart from browsers. And these browsers, I'm not opening like multiple tabs. So stop this. I'm opening this. Stop doing this, where you have so many browsers open. Okay. Control T. Stop doing this, please. Please stop doing this where you have multiple browsers open. We are going to fall into victim of, and we are going to definitely be doing this, but I don't want you to do this. Just have like 2 or 3 maximum open. When you need to open another one, close one, please. And if you need that page to be on, if you need to remember that page, this is where bookmarking come. So let's say I like going to YouTube. I can't remember YouTube. I can't remember the YouTube, or let's say the place I'm going to. Let's say I go to Lucid Charts. So I don't want to forget this amazing software called Lucid Charts. All I need to do is to bookmark it. Take note of this. Bookmark it. If you don't want to forget a particular document where you're going to, you bookmark it. This is one of the softwares we are going to be using. So if I want to bookmark it, I will come here. You can see here, here, you can see this here. I will just click on it. And when I click on it, it's bookmarked. It asks me, where do you want to? This page is saved to. It's telling me it's saved to IE. If I don't want to save it in IE, I can click there and I'll tell it where I want it to save. So I want it to save in my bookmark folder. It will be there, and I will save it. So that way I have saved it. If I close this system and I want it back, I will come to all bookmarks if I want here, or I can come to this ellipsis. Or come to all bookmarks. Or so if I come to this ellipsis, I will look for bookmark. So bookmark and list. Can you see bookmark and list? I will come here. Where did I save it? I said I saved it in where did I save it? Where did I save bookmark? See, so I think no, it's not here. This is mobile. So I think this is where I actually saved it. So it's to look for it. So where is this? So I will look for it. These are some of the things I have marked. Okay, it doesn't look like it's here. I just need to look for it. Okay. Lucid chart, lucid chart. So let me click on show all bookmark. So when I click on show all bookmarks, I will just type lucid chart here. So when I type all lucid chart, you can see documents here. This is lucid chart. When I click here, it will just open lucid charts for me. So it will open it for me. And we are back here. Let's say I don't want to go through there. I can come here. And look for it. Documents, look at it here, lucid chart. I'll click on it, it will open. And if I don't want to go there, I can come here, all bookmarks. So I will come here, open side panel for all the bookmarks, it will open. Then I'll search it again, just like I did, lucid chart, and you can still see it here. So that's how we go about bookmark. So somebody is already saying this is the story of her life, and I know what she is saying. I'm sure it has to do with these tabs that we open. And please Don't fall into this. It's so tempting. I mean, if I can open multiple of them, why don't I open? Please don't. Just bookmark what you need. And after being bookmarking a lot, if it's going to confuse you, you can actually create folders. So let's say I bookmark this, and I want to bookmark this. So I can come here, folder. You can see here, I can come here, create folder, choose another folder. So when I go choose another folder, I can create new folder depending on what I want to bookmark. If it has to do with SQL information, you can create a new folder here and call it SQL. And that's it. And then you want to save it in there. Just be in control. The whole idea of this thing we are doing is to put you in control. So I want to remove the bookmark. I want to remove bookmark. So it's removed. When you click on it and you click on remove bookmark, it removes. This whole idea is to put you in control, guys. That's the whole idea about this training. Put you in control of your system. This helps put you in control of your computer system. So I've been able to talk about bookmark. We have talked about desktop and so many other things. So let's talk about files. So if we talk about files, let's say I have this. Let me erase some things. So let's say I have this file. So this is my root folder. Your root folder is the last part. You know how root is? The root is just like the how do I put it? The last part of your folder. The last part of your folder or your computer. You know how you want to go to the root of your box. You go down under your box. You go down to the bottom of your box. That is the root. The bottom of everything is the root of everything. So to know what is the root of your folder, I have only one drive here. I could create multiple drive for only this I could create multiple drive for my system, but I only have one drive. And this means this is where everything I have is saved. So this is my root drive. So here we are. It is my C drive. Most times your C drive is your root drive. To know where it is, you just click here. Can you see? C drive. This is C drive. Can you see it here? Now, how do I know I am in this C drive? If I open my command prompt, I'm not teaching you command prompt, please. CMD, and then my command prompt will open. So let's use this. So my command prompt said already I am in C drive, users, and then kings. So it's saying that I am here. Let me show you so you know what you're doing. It's saying this is my C drive. So it's showing that I am not in this drive. I am not here already. But on this folder, I am not where my command prompt is. So if I want to go to where it is, all I need to do is this is a C and this is a C. Can you see? C and then C. But I need to be able to access this. To be able to access this, since I'm already on C, I need to look for user. I need to look for user and see how I'm going to go look for user. See, users. I'll click on it. So I am a user. Now, what else do I need? I need to go to Kings. I will click on it. I am inside Kings. So to know that I am inside the same place, you will be able to see all these things. So I will type ZDIR. So DIR is just like the directory. So this directory will show me where I am right now. And when you look at it, you will see this AWS. Can you do this AWS? Look at it here, .aws. .dbt, you can see it here. You can see so many things you're seeing here. Now, there are some things that are hidden, like .bash history. You're not seeing it here, but it's a hidden file. But in my command prompt, you'll see everything. So we're not teaching command prompt. I'm just using it to show you where we are and what the C directory is. So now that we are in this place, so most times if you want to save information, let me go here. Let's say you want to save information on your drive, you want to know where it is. So let me go to this place, and let me go to dots. All right, so now you can see when I click on it, it shows me I am in C drive, users, things, OneDrive, documents, and docs. I'm going to select this. So I'll close this. Let me open it again. I want to go straight to that place where I am, where I was. I will click here and I paste this. When I paste this, it will take me straight to that particular folder. So if you want to know the directory where you are, you will just come and click here, and then you'll be able to know the directory where you are in your computer. And this is very important. And so I encourage you, for everything you're doing, just come in. If you want to organize your file, click folder. Just organize your files in folders. Learn to go into the habit of organizing your files in folder. So you click one folder, then organize your files based on based on the category that they belong. Organize your files, make sure they are all easy to access, well organized and easy to access. When you have your files well organized, when someone comes to your computer, it will be as if you don't have anything in your computer, but you have a whole lot on that same computer. So please let us be well organized. All right, so let me see some other things. And please be careful when you're deleting your files. You already know how to delete files. You right click. If it is folder, you right click and you will see this delete icon, you delete. So I am not deleting. So let's say if I want to delete, I can come here and delete this. All right, so that's it about delete. Let's see what we have not handled. So now let's talk about select, copy, paste, move. If you want to select anything, if you want to select everything here, you click on one and Control A, you'll be able to select everything. If you want to select it with your mouse, you can come here, see where my mouse is. Why am I keeping my mouse here? See where I'm keeping my mouse, guys. See where my mouse is. I'm keeping my mouse here because I want to be able to select everything, including this. If I keep my mouse here, notice what will happen. See what it was able to select. It couldn't select all these things. But if I bring my mouse here, see what will happen. So it selected everything. If I move it up a little more, I'm not able to select the one down. So depending on what you want to select, you position your mouse properly so that you'll be able to select. Then another way to select, let's say you want to select some of the things in between. If I want to select Dell, Zoom, I will click here. I'll click the first one, hold my control key, and then click Zoom. I've been able to select only these two folders. But if I want to select, folders like this can also work on online folders too, not just here. If I want to select like this, just the way it is, and I don't want to use my mouse. So what I need to do is I select this one, I'll hold Shift only. I'll hold Shift, and then I'll click up to the level I want to select. If I want to select from that Adobe to Power BI Desktop, I will then click on Power BI Desktop to select everything. So Shift helps you to select everything in between. Control helps you select only the ones you control what you want to select, if that makes sense. All right, so that is it. Of course, you know your copy, Control C, and your paste, Control V. Those are the command for copy and paste. All right, I've been able to create this, creating files. All right, so this is this one. Let's go down here. All right, so we are almost done. Looks like we have a lot to cover. So let's talk about use of internet. And okay, so on this place, we're going to also notice this. If I want to move this into presentation mode, notice here what I'm going to do. So I am going to click here, I'm going to click on this icon for it to go to slide mode. So, and that makes sense. So let's talk about internet browser. So the use of internet browser, first, my go-to browser is Google Chrome. I love Google Chrome. In fact, I love Google Chrome. So you choose what you want: Google Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. They are all doing amazing. Edge and Google Chrome are now competing, but Google Chrome is still up there. Edge, if it does what you want, fine, amazing. If Google Chrome does it, amazing. Just choose the one you want. Don't allow Microsoft to force you to use Edge. Choose what you want. Now, the use of internet browser. I've said Chrome is my go-to. Now, we have URL, search engine, and browser safety. Guys, whenever you are searching the internet, let me go hands-on. I want to search UK. So I want to search minimum wage 2024. In case you guys don't know, UK is minimum wage 2024. So I just searched this word. I just needed to click on the URL bar, or just this place, to be able to search what I want to search. And here am I, minimum, and it brought everything out. Take note. Most times, it will bring the right, Google will attempt to access the right URL from the first page, from the first, results. It will try to access the right information from the right place. That's what Google will attempt to do, which it successfully did from this gov.uk site. Now, when you look at it, for you to know who owns the website, not the true owners of the website, please take note. See here, gov.uk, that is the last URL. Gov.uk means it belongs to UK. Gov.uk is the last. Every other thing that comes in it before, it does not really matter. To know who owns the website you're going into, look for the last, look for the true name of the domain at the end. And this is the domain name. Gov.uk is the domain name. Please don't go and start searching every other place and then go into the hand of the wrong people and give them access to your system. Gov.uk is the right one. If you know where you're going to, please go to the right. You will definitely be seeing something .this. Go to the last part of it. Gov.uk, the one that has the last dots. So whatever you're seeing here are actually what we call add-on domains. These are add-on domains. This is the main domain. .uk is the main domain. Assets.publishing.services are just add-on domain. Please take note of that. All right, so when you scroll down, you notice that, okay, so the next one is still UK website. You can see that, gov.uk. But when you keep scrolling down, you start seeing others. The third one is still gov.uk. So, but the fourth one is not gov.uk. But the fourth one is also giving you the information you want. So please take notes. Some phishing sites could give you close to what you need, and you think that is what the right place. And you go in there, you give me your information. Please take notes, or be sure of where you're going to, please. Google will attempt to give it to you from the first two or three results, try to lead you to the right place, but it's not always correct. It is not always correct. Please take note of that. All right. So that you'll be able to click on where you want to click. So that you'll be able to click on what you want to click, and you don't go to click on the wrong place. All right. So let's move on. Now, this is a search bar where you type in what you want to search. This is not where you type in primesoft.com. Even though Google will try with its intelligence, with its AI, try to bring what you need. This is not where to type primesoft.com. This is not where to type it. You could type it and Google will try to give it to you, but you need to search like a professional. Don't always come here to type. If you want to go straight to that website, don't always come here to type. Just go here. You already know the particular website, type it there. So that it takes you straight to the website. You see the difference. It takes me straight to the website. Can you now see the difference between typing on the address bar? This is called the address bar, where you type in the real website URL name, the URL uniform resource locator. That is what I just typed here. Primesoft.com is the URL name. It's called a website name, however you want to name it. And this is where you type in the website. When you want to search, your search parameter is here. So I want to search, I don't know the exact name of PrimeSoft. I just type it PrimeSoft. When I still type it PrimeSoft, you will still be able to see, it will still be able to give us PrimeSoft. It will still be able to give us PrimeSoft. And okay, so ChatGPT is also trying to tell us what PrimeSoft is. I hope it's doing a good job at it. All right, so this is it, and let's move on. Let's say you have an email. Sorry, I'm not going to open my email. I'm not going to open my email. You have an email or email communication and clicking of link. Please don't easily click link on your email that will take you anywhere. No. Please come out and search what you want to search. Don't easily click any link from the email. In fact, I would say don't even click any link from your email, please. Except you absolutely like 100%, not even 99.9, 100% sure that of the senders. 100% sure of the senders. If you're 100% sure of the senders, then you go and search. Let me see any of my emails to open. All right, so let me open time search one. All right, so I can easily use this. All right, so let's say I want to use this. So if I want to know who is truly sending me this message, I usually will come to, okay, if it's on my phone, I will usually reach out, check out the email that is sending it to me. This is the email that is sending it to me. I'm not going to easily go and click here to, these things are usually marketing, but you need to be absolutely sure that from the person sending you is the person is an email you can trust. And if you do not trust the email, you can, while the email is open, you don't trust email and they keep sending you, you have clicked here to unsubscribe. So you have clicked here to unsubscribe and they keep sending it to you. This is what you do. You come here, see this ellipsis, click here, and you block them from sending you. That's one thing you can do. Then they will not be able to send you again. Or you can come here, report them to spam. If you report them to spam, every message sent from this website with this kind of domain name, will go to your spam folder. Please take note of that. If you don't want them to keep disturbing you, they will all go down there. If you feel they are phishing website, you report them phishing website. Then Google will handle that. Google will really handle them. So I encourage you to do that. Another thing is, if I want to know how many people that they sent this message to, I will come here, click this arrow. It will bring, okay, this message is coming from Carl, and this is the email address it's sending it from. And you can also unsubscribe from this particular sender here. And who did they send it to? They sent it to me. Yeah, they sent it to me and no other person. So I will know that it's only me they are targeting at this point. So you need to take note of this. Don't do this, clicking here for you to take, that you absolutely trust this. This is the services we are subscribing. So I absolutely trust them. I can actually click here and move to where they want me to be. And that will be it on email. So the next thing is password management. Please make it a duty to always change your password every 3 months, like every 90 days. So let me explain to you what really happened. So they ask you change your password. Remember your password. You will go, I will use Fola. So Fola, they ask you what's your password, whatever name, the name you want to remember, password recovery name, question. So they ask you what is your city of birth, city of birth. Remember, this is your recovery question. Now, if your city of birth is Lagos and you tell them that your city of birth is Lagos, that's your recovery. You didn't lie. Take note, you didn't lie. That's what it is. And it's easy for you to remember. But recovery questions are not meant for you to say the truth. If Kingsley comes and Kingsley knows Fola so well and Kingsley wants to recover Fola's password and access Fola's email, and then part of the question is, what's the city of birth? Lagos. And of course, I know Fola was born in Lagos. I'll just easily put Lagos and it will go through. But this is meant for you to tell them that your city of birth is not Lagos. Your city of birth is Burkina Faso. So you just give it any name. Or you could even go ahead and say your city of birth is, give it, this is a capital letter, these are all small letter. The backward from it, like giving it, writing your city of birth backwards. But it's not meant for you to give them the right answer. Please take notes and always change your password every 90 days. Please always change your password every 90 days. All right, so we are almost done. Okay, what else? Okay, password management and install and uninstall. So we're talking about organizing your files and freezing and slow performance. Okay, so let's do this. I don't use, this is a personal computer. It's not a business computer. Even if it's a business computer, for some years now, I've not been buying antivirus. This is because since Microsoft started giving us Windows Defender, this is Windows Defender, guys. This is Windows Defender. I have stopped using antivirus. So this is how antiviruses works. Antivirus companies will go, they will take notes, take all the approved file extension, all the approved file extension by Microsoft. They will save them. When they save them, then they will create a software that looks through your computer and looks for any file that is not part of the approved file extension by Windows, and then they will flag it. They'll flag it that it is a virus, that it has a virus, and then they'll
I
flag
will
it that it has a
pray.
virus. So,
We cannot pray.
all right. So where is that? All right. So what happens here is Microsoft has their own. If this is how this antivirus companies build their antivirus, why don't we depend on the owners of this Windows? They have created a thing called Windows Defender. When I click on it, you will see it here. This is Windows Defender. So it's showing me it has scanned my stuff. I am in order. So I am in order here. Virus threat 0. So, and I don't get to buy any of this thing. It does the job well for me. So I will encourage you to use this in case you don't want to buy any antivirus. I've not been buying antivirus for some time now. So clearing cache. So after using your system for some time, your system will kind of freeze. I'm going to show you two ways to clear or stop some of the running systems, softwares that you do not know they are running. So when you come to your taskbar, you right click, manage taskbar. Here, right click, manage taskbar. You will see all the stuff that are running on the background that you didn't know. Can you see all the stuff that are running on my background? So for instance, you can see that my PowerPoint is open. You can see PowerPoint running. What is PowerPoint consuming? Right now, it's telling me that it's taking 88.3 MB. But look at what the browsers are taking. Look at what my part of the browser is taking. 438. Now let's see how many. I only opened just two tabs, and it's telling me that it's using 400. So assuming it's like 200 and something per tab, and you have like 15 tab or like 10 tab, you're eating up like 2 GB already. And out of your RAM, your 2 GB is gone. And see how many tabs, how many information that are open, that are running on my system. So you can come here and stop them from running. So let's say I want to stop File Explorer. I can end this task here. So I can end this task. So I have ended it. All right. Okay, I've gone to enter the wrong information. All right, give me a moment to restart my system and then return.